So if you're going through perimenopause, I want you to understand how important it is to prioritize yourself at this time. Estrogen for a woman is similar to how fuel is for a car. I also like to look at estrogen as being a shock absorber, just like a car has a shock absorber. And once we get into perimenopause and this supply of estrogen and progesterone begins to reduce, then we are left with not much of a shock absorber. So all the shocks in life, right, penetrates from the outside and they affect us. You need to prioritize yourself. Just imagine yourself, your shock absorber is gone. That means you need to preserve yourself and ensure that you don't run into too many shocks, because in perimenopause, especially if you got severe symptoms, you are in survival mode. And for me, survival mode means staying alive, trying to stay alive until you're rescued. You cannot run around life the way you used to. Women, sometimes we do too much. We do so much. We're trying to be like the best wife, the best mom, super daughter, super sibling, super employee of the year award, church worker. In the family, you're the go-to for everything that has been done. You're up all night, doing things. Prayer warrior, you're doing a lot. At this time, you need to calm down and reprioritize. What I did and what helped them was, first and foremost, I dropped everything. I dropped all my responsibilities. And then I started picking them up one by one as I could cope, and that was a big help. And I'm very fortunate to have a husband that is super supportive of me, because at the time I dropped everything, I wasn't cooking, I wasn't cleaning, I wasn't doing a lot of things. I was walking around the house like someone who probably didn't exist or couldn't see things. I had no energy. I had no motivation to do anything. I was just there, floating on top. I must have really looked really lazy and crazy. But I'm thankful that my husband has been so supportive, and so he pitched in right away, and he didn't judge me. Yes, it was new to both of us at the beginning, but at the end of the day, we kind of like both went through that education together. This is not the time to try harder, try harder to get your chores done, try harder to do your best in everything. The thing is, drop everything first and then do what you can cope with each day. You don't have to do anything. If your symptoms are so severe, it's a good idea to take time off from everything and everyone and even work. Just try to understand yourself and get yourself back. It's so important to not to keep trying, because to a large extent it's difficult. You're not that person anymore. There's an inadequate supply of estrogen. So you can't be that same person. We do too much. So this is the time when the children have to stand on their own. Your husband needs to pitch in. Your family members need to pitch in. I mean, they love you. So they need to pitch in and pick up, right? For you to kind of like rest, come to terms with your new self, with who you are now, right? And allow you go through the process and go through the storm and then come out stronger on the other side. There really is no two ways about it. You can't cope with everything. There's no way. You're just going to break down. And that's why we get into problems, because women who are in perimenopause are prone, right, to having mental health problems, mood disorders, and even depression. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Some people have mild symptoms, some people have moderate symptoms. You have severe symptoms. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So try to slow down. If you were doing 101 things before, drop those 101 things to 0 or to 10 if you can. Ask for help from your family members, from everybody around you. Ask for help. You really need all the help and support right now, more than you could ever need in your entire life. Before now, you're the one who helps everyone. You're the one who's there for everyone. All of a sudden, the tables are turned. You need everybody. You need all the help you can get just to balance your life. And there's nothing wrong, right, in being who you are at this time. You're in a phase, and it's a natural phase, and it's your hormones. It's not your fault. So hold your head up, ask for help, reprioritize, and then let's get yourself back into a mode where you can begin to heal, and then you can begin to thrive.